Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be explaining the dream that I had last night. I woke up and I was like, anyhow, I'm just going to get into the dream. I just woke up like 2 hours ago and it's still fresh on my mind, but it's just kind of weird. So I'm on this like college campus, and there's like a lot of people. It's like the first day or two, people are registering, finding their classes, finding their dorm room, and there's a lot of students and people walking around, a lot of faculty walking around, and it's like controlled chaos kind of. So anyhow, there's this one man, and I don't know if he is an instructor or if he's like a counselor or what exactly his job is, but he's standing there and he's helping people find their way, finding certain buildings. He's directing them to the math building, or the cafeteria or the library or what have you. And he seems pretty quiet and almost soft-spoken and just kind. And so I just noticed him. And so all of a sudden I'm in the adjacent building, which looks like a hotel, like kind of almost a rundown hotel. But I didn't know if it was an actual hotel or if it was like dorms. But me and my friend Vicky ended up in one of the rooms because we were gonna pick our room, and it was like slim pickings, and we noticed that this room hadn't been made up, but we wanted to check it out to see if that was one of the rooms, if it was a good room, if we wanted to take it. It was on the first floor, and it was near like the washateria, and so we just wanted to make sure that it wasn't like too run down, because it was a pretty good location. And so she's like laying on the bed, feeling how comfortable it is. And then we kind of like noticed that it's still like hadn't been turned over, like not turned over, but like they hadn't gone in there and cleaned it out, and there was still some stuff left from the previous person. And so I noticed that under the bed I see peeking out something. So I go to grab it, and it's a digital camera. So I go to turn it on, and it turns on, like the battery is still good. So she's there talking and, excited about school. And I know I'm an old lady, but in my dream I was going to college. Not that you can't go to college at any age, but anyhow, I'm going through these pictures. And so she's laying on the bed and her head's like on the pillow. And then I'm like sitting on the foot of the bed facing her. And so I'm going through these pictures, and then I notice that they start looking kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, like scary, but not scary like ghost scary, but scary like this guy's like taking creepy pictures of people that they're not even aware that their picture is being taken. And then which it just kind of gave me like an ugly, eerie feeling, like he's like a peeping Tom kind of. And then I started getting into pictures where he's taking pictures of a specific person, a guy, and he looked homosexual. And so I was like, okay, maybe this is his boyfriend or whatever. But I don't know why I knew that the person taking the pictures was a guy. And not that it showed his face or anything. I really don't know. But all I know is that I got a feeling that it was a guy's camera. And that the pictures were of a specific person, and it started to pinpoint that one person, which happened to be a male, and he was a homosexual. I don't know how I knew, but I just knew. And then it shows pictures of him in that very room, and it shows him like being tied up, and then it shows like that guy's face, and like he has fear. And then I started to get an ugly feeling, like he doesn't want to be there. He's being held against his will or something. And then all of a sudden, so I started holding the camera kind of far away from me and kind of like glancing at it from the side of my eye, because I was afraid of what I was going to see next. And then all of a sudden I see what seems to me from the corner of my eye, from a side view, like if he had been shot in the head. And it was on that very bed that we were on, because it looked like the same headboard and the same wall, the same like texture or color on the wall. I don't know, it just seemed like the angle was where I was sitting is where he took the picture. And so I looked at my friend Vicky and I'm like, Vicky, and I've kind of been telling her while I'm watching these pictures that they were getting gross and they were getting scary, and I was explaining to her that the guy looks like he's being held without without his consent or whatever. And then I was like, oh my god, like my stomach started to turn, and I said, please tell me this isn't what I think it is. And so I faced the camera towards her, and she was like, oh my god, like it's not fake, like his brains are splattered all over the pillow and all over the headboard and all over the sheets and all over the wall. And it wasn't like red blood, it was like black, like if the blood had already oxidized and been there for a while, like he was. And then the guy's face was like almost dark purple black, like if he'd been there for a while, like decaying. So then we got like really grossed out, and I got scared, and we were like, we got to get out of this room. Like, what if he's still here? What if he comes back and he sees that we know everything? And what if he has to kill us because we're evidence, right? So then I wipe off the camera and I kind of put it back under the bed, kind of peeking out the way it was. And then we went back, and then we somehow, I don't know how, but I don't know exactly how I know. I don't remember in my dream how I found this out, but in my dream, I knew that that person, that faculty worker that was a kind, soft-spoken person that was giving direction to the students, like he was the one that was in that room. That was his camera, and he was the one that killed that person, and Lord knows how many other people he killed, right? But so me and her were like, okay, we don't know anything, just act normal, try not to make eye contact, just and if you do, then just be normal, just don't act suspicious that and I was like, we need to tell somebody, we need to tell the authorities. And she was like, don't you freaking dare tell the authorities, because this person is like psychotic, obviously. He's not right in the head, obviously. And we don't want to be his next victims, because even though he's psychotic and he's crazy, but we knew somehow, some way, that he was smart. And if he knew that anybody would know that it was him, then he would kill them. Somehow we knew. We were so scared. We were that scared that we didn't even want to go to the police to let them know what we knew to get him. Because then we knew, like, well, we're going to have to possibly go to court. He's going to know it was us that told. We're going to be, awaiting court. I don't know. Like, we just didn't want our identity to be known, and we didn't know how to do that, because we knew that even if we tipped off the police, he would know somehow, some way, just by looking at us into our eyes, that we were the ones and we would be next. So we didn't tell. And that's it. I woke up. And like my stomach was kind of upset just thinking about that picture, because I kind of know where I got that picture in my head. I saw an episode of Black Mirror called Metalhead, and I love Black Mirror. I love all their episodes, but this one called Metalhead. If you want to know the picture that I saw on the digital camera with the guy's head and brain splattered decaying body on this bed. Watch Black Mirror. I think it was the last season, and the name of the episode is Metalhead, and it's kind of towards the last third of the episode, where she's in it's a female role. She goes into an abandoned home. She's trying to get away from something that's going after her, and she goes upstairs into a bedroom, and this is what she sees. So anyhow, that's it for my video today. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series of my dreamscapes, just explaining to you the weird, wicked, warped, twisted dreams that my head comes up with, and explaining to you on video. So anyhow, I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you later. Bye.